Ladies and gentlemen, on Canvas, you will see that my PowerPoint is posted. That means that there's a lot of content. And in week 23, my PowerPoint is posted. So what does that mean?
There's a lot of content in week 23.
There's a lot of content that I'm probably not going to finish. So every time you see it, you know we're in for a tough week. Here we go, week 23. Cold War, right at the top. Your subheading is the end of World War II. So you need to know that the big three are the US, UK, and Soviet Union. So anytime we refer to the big three, those are the three we are talking about. Here are your conferences. Your first conference is Tehran. Write it down. And write down one, because you need to know the order of them. The first conference is the Tehran Conference. It's in 1943. Ladies and gentlemen, did we know we were going to win the war in 1943? Nope. We were getting our butts kicked. Okay? So, in 1943, the meeting is about who is focusing on what region. That's what you need to know. The Russians are going to focus on Eastern Europe. The Americans and the UK are going to focus on liberating Western Europe. At this meeting, Poland will be given to the Soviets. This is the first territory given to the Soviets. Will it be their last? No. They'll start a progression of consolidation of land. Okay? So, Tehran Conference is the first. It's in 1942. They had no idea if they were going to win. They essentially came up with a plan of attack. Second conference is Yalta Conference, and it's in 1945. Did we start seeing the light in 1945? Yes, this is already after D-Day. Okay. This is the beginning of the end. Okay. Now, the Yalta is important for multiple reasons. Okay. This is when they start talking about the reconstruction of Europe post-World War II. So, who's in charge of what? Who's getting what? What is it going to look like? You also need to know that at Yalta is when FDR tells Stalin, we have the atomic bomb. How does he respond? He is not okay with that, because who has been getting his butt kicked for a very long time? Stalin, who has lost over 45 million people. So the fact that we have been sitting on this bomb that could have brought the German front to a faster end and we haven't used it, who does that piss off? And he also doesn't like that we've had it for a year, and Churchill is known, but Stalin has no idea. So he hates that. Put a big star. The Yalta Conference is the official start of the Cold War. Okay, if you're looking for a single event that causes the Cold War, Yalta's it. Okay, this is also going to start creating your buffer zones between Western Europe and Eastern Europe. So the lines of the Cold War are being drawn right here, right now. That's how important Yalta is. Okay, so the Yalta Conference, you need to know. FDR tells Stalin, we have the atomic bomb. It's the official start of the Cold War, and it's about the creation of Reconstruction and who gets what territory. Okay. Third conference is Potsdam. A couple things you need to know uniquely about Potsdam. It's in 1945. Okay, at the end of the war. You need to know FDR is dead. Replaced by Truman. You don't have to write this down. But Truman is like a big tall glass of lemonade and apple pie. He is as American as you get. Like slap in your face America. Like probably wears an undershirt of the American flag under all of his outfits. Like he loves it. He is democracy through and through, yeah. Okay? And then he's sitting directly across the table from Stalin, who is the antithesis of democracy. How do you think they get along? Horrible. Have you ever met your arch nemesis? The absolute opposite antithesis of who you are. I've met them, and they are awful for me. With that being said, like the chick who was in my room for the year that I wasn't here, she covered the walls with pink stuff and wrote princess all over the walls and had Hello Kitty. And Miss Hellenberg took a picture of it and sent it to me while I was on maternity leave and said, "This is the strangest thing I've ever seen." No. I might, though, because Miss Hellenberg doesn't text me that often, so if I scrolled back, I could probably find it. That was years ago. I'm just saying, I met her. Opposite person. And she was also, like, joyful. I would not describe myself as a joyful person. Anyway, Potsdam. FDR's dead. Truman replaced. Truman and Stalin absolutely hate each other. Okay? And yeah, after that, it's like Yalta Conference, Cold War begins. Potsdam, the Cold War ignites. Like, we're going to have the Berlin airlift a month and a half after. I mean, it's chaos. They hate each other. Tension only increases. Okay. Outcome of World War II is your subheading. You need to know that Europe is destroyed from aerial bombings. Okay, it is destroyed from aerial bombings. Keep in mind, World War I is going to tear up Europe because of the trenches that are 1,500 miles, destroying the best farmland in Europe. World War II is just going to blow everything up. Like, whole cities are just completely destroyed. So keep that in mind. You need to know that what is going to take a major hit is democracy. Democracy is going to take a huge hit post-World War II. Okay? Because of the rise of communism and, like, the amount of destruction. So, yeah. Okay?